I love my country, but goddamn, goddamn. Hi kids, thanks for clicking to watch this, and I'm pretty sure for you to click on this video, you are probably thinking of traveling, or you know someone that will be traveling soon and you just want all your information in one video. I have recently come back from Lagos, Nigeria, and there are some things I discovered along the way that I was like, oh, I wish I knew this. So I'm going to share those with you, and just to inform your travel, just to help you inform, to just let you know what you're signing up to, what's good, what's bad, what's just what you can avoid. And I hope this is useful. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Yes, let's grow this channel. Okay, let's do this. I don't want this video to come across as negative for anyone that's wanting to travel for whatever reason it is. Anything I share on here is not to put you off, or it's not to make Nigeria. I personally hate making my country look bad in any way. Most people that are gonna watch this video are probably Nigerians, and so they already have an idea of what the country is like or what Nigeria is like anyway. And it's just facts and information, and what maybe they're not facts. It's just my experience in general, and this is not to make like Nigeria look bad in any way. All right, now that I've said that, let's get into it. So the first thing you need to know is Nigeria is on the amber list for now. As of this summer, as of right now, Nigeria is on the amber list. And what that means is, for you that you're traveling, you need to know how much you'll be paying for tests. For countries that are amber list, there's certain tests you have to do when you go and when you come back that you just can't avoid if you're going to go to those countries, and Nigeria is on that list. And so that took me by surprise a little bit, because in total I spent almost £360 on just tests. That is more than half of my ticket, more than half of the money I paid for ticket. And I had no clue I was going to spend that much on just COVID tests alone. So the test you need to do would be, the first one is the COVID test, the PCR test you need to do to show that you're negative. You need to show in the Heathrow airport, whatever airport you're traveling, to leave the country and to go into Nigeria. That's the first test. The second test is also, you book it here on the Nigerian portal, which whatever flight, whatever travel company or airline you're going to, they'll send you the links of all these things. You book another test that you're going to do in Nigeria on day 7, between day 7 and 14. That's another test, and that's 50,000 naira, no, more than 50, like 60,000 naira, and that's like £100, another £100. Now I did my test in Boots, and it was, I'm doing a lot of this, my test was £99 in Boots, and that was basically, at this point I already spent £199. Great, I thought that was it. We're happy. I spent £199, we can proceed. Well, that's not the case. When you are then coming back to the UK, you have to book a day 2 and day 8 COVID test, which costs me another £160, which then brings my total to £359, more than half of my ticket. That's something you have to consider. Is that something you want to do? These tests you can't avoid them. There is no other way. You have to pay these prices. Some of the things I like, the Boots one, the day 2 and the day 8 test, which was £160. Some sites where you go to, some test companies are more expensive. I use Boots, which is a bit cheaper, and that's why I got it for £160. So FYI, if you're in the UK, you should probably use Boots. And this is not sponsored. I think they are probably close to the cheapest. So yes, so that's the number one thing you need to consider if you're going to Lagos this summer while we're still on the amber list, is that would be the amount of money you need to cough up. Point number 2 is actually a little bit positive. As of today that I've checked, and today is, I don't know the days, but as of today, Naira is 574.50 kobo. So conversion from pounds, by the way. So £1 in naira is 574 naira 54 kobo. So there is a bit of value for your money when you do convert it into pounds, which is kind of good news. When I traveled, naira was, I think, 700 naira, which was really good. It means I got more for my money, more for my pounds. So that's kind of good news. The kind of not so bad news is the fact that Lagos is expensive, especially if you are in Lagos. Lagos is very expensive. Literally, I don't know, I think like I got a cocktail, like a margarita, and it was like what, 4,500 naira, which is like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing. But Lagos is a bit expensive, so bear that in mind. But the good news is you do get a good value for your pounds when you convert to naira. Okay, point number 3. This is part that you need a drink because that took me by surprise. Okay, wait. So whenever I go to Lagos, my idea of going to Lagos is a city that doesn't sleep. It is a city that is always busy. Like, you always have something to do, events, places to turn up and be late constantly. If you want to be late constantly in Lagos, you can. However, now in Lagos, it's not the same. It's not the case for me. My experience personally, that wasn't the case, because everyone is super scared in Lagos right now. And this is a part that may come across negative about Lagos and my country, which is not what I'm trying to do. It's just the reality of what you will hear people in Lagos tell you. A lot of people are like super scared right now, and I understand because it is recession. We are in a recession. The economy is really bad. The government isn't doing much for us at this point, and I guess people are desperate. People don't have jobs, and so the rate of stealing and just like quick money is just like increased at an all-time high, and I guess it's just not as safe as it would usually be. That then leads to you not being able to go out at night, or especially if you're with family or people that generally care about you, they would tell you you can't go out at night. That was my experience. My family I literally felt like I was in secondary school. My family were like, you can't go out at night, it's not safe, people are getting robbed. Even people in Nigeria are just like, you just can't be out at night. And the only way you can do that, if you want to be like, you know what, I need to be late and I need to turn up and I need to go out at night, is you need to have money for security. You need to be able to pay a security to follow you around. Otherwise, just not safe. None of that getting lit and coming in at night at 1 o'clock in Lagos this time. No. If you're planning a trip to go be turned up in Lagos right now, I would say probably wait till maybe December or maybe next year when things are a bit, I don't know, maybe starting to get better, or COVID is like chilled a bit, people are vaccinated, people are getting their jobs back. You know what I mean? My experience was definitely go out in the morning and come back early evening, come back later 7-8 o'clock. You can't be in the streets, you can't be in the club. The club didn't see me, didn't see my ass. I didn't shake my ass in the club, which was sad, but I guess it's all a safety thing. Also, off the back of the whole you can't go out, people are scared. I personally didn't want to take Uber because I've heard some horror stories about Uber recently, and I definitely didn't want to do that. If you have to get your Uber, if you have to get other taxi companies, do not, I repeat, do not turn off your tracker or turn off or end the ride. Don't do that. I heard stories of where drivers say, Uber doesn't pay us enough, or this company doesn't pay us enough. If we turn this off, then that way I can get the money and the company doesn't get the money. And people turn off the tracker because that's the only way the company can track where you've been. And they turn it off, and then the driver takes them to somewhere and robs them and takes the money. Don't you turn off your ride. Don't end your ride for anyone. They can cry, they can beg, they can tell you their lies. Do not turn it off. If you have to get an Uber, if you have to get an any cab, just make sure if it's possible, be with someone else. If not, just make sure the ride is on. Okay, stay safe, guys. So after living your best life in Lagos, you've been turning up, you've been safe, you've managed not to be robbed, you've been safe, and you've lived your best life, because somehow you can still live your best life in Lagos, even if it's like this. You just have to be smart. Anyways, you've done that. It's time to come, guys. It's time to come back to the UK or wherever country you are. I'm speaking from the UK because that is my experience. You have to fill out your passenger locator form 48 hours before you travel. Don't play that game and don't be distracted like, oh, I'm gonna do it at the airport. First of all, to get Wi-Fi struggles, mate. So if you're trying to do that in Lagos, in Nigeria, in Lagos Muritala Airport, you're trying to fill out your form, it's just long. You're gonna be frustrated. Be prepared. Fill your form at least 48 hours before you fly. Put all the details in, save it on books, because that's where I saved mine. If you have an iPhone, save your passenger locator form on books, and save your negative COVID test. I mean, let's hope you're negative. Save your COVID test in books as well. It's really easy to access when everyone is asking for it. You can just go into the books app and they're both there. Super easy. You don't need Wi-Fi to access them in books. That's a little tip. So after you've prepared, you got your negative test, you got your filled out your form, you're now in Lagos, Nigeria. This part of your journey could ruin your whole holiday. Guys, Lagos Airport on your way back to the UK is a nightmare. I'm sorry, I'm saying that, and I don't care what anyone says. It's actually a joke. They check your negative test and your passenger location form at least 10 times. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. At least 7 times. Every checking point, and there's so many checkpoints. Every checkpoint, can we get your locator form? Can we get your passenger location? Can we do this? It's like, yo, you didn't enter into the system? And how have I come this far and you're still asking me for the same information you asked me 10 times in the beginning? Oh my God. They are so before you go into that, get to the airport at least 4 hours in advance. At least 4 hours. It's not the UK where you can be like, oh, a little cheeky little 2 hours, cheeky little 1 hour, maybe it's gonna no. At least 4 hours, because you're going to need every single minute. Every single hour is going to be wasted at that airport. Someone may have had a different experience where they were quick and it was easy and they didn't check them 1,000 times. Please leave in the comment if that was your experience, but my experience was a joke. And if you agree with me, put it in the comment as well. Oh, that was a mouthful. I've been talking for 10 years. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope it's been useful for you. Let me know in the comments below if you are traveling to Nigeria soon. I can share some spots for you to go to, some nice places to visit. We can have a little chat in the comments below. And yes, again, don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.